Just noticed my mic wasn't on. What's up? What's up? Alright. Simple ass stream today. Simple stream. We're just doing a draw. We're just gonna draw and talk. Because drawing's gotta get done. And I'm not really in the mood to play a game today. Maybe I'll change my mind later, but hand's been acting up. We're just gonna jump into this shit. No special intro or anything, it's just simple start up and draw. While I'm loading, before I load this stuff up though, peep the new wallpaper. Peep the new wallpaper. In case you haven't seen or heard what was released today. The JWST images. James Webb Space Telescope. They released them early this morning. There was a live stream and everything from NASA. It's the successor to the Hubble. And I'm not going to pull up comparison pictures. You can look it up yourself. The JWST. This right here is the Katrina Nebula, I think it is. And it's an infrared. Originally, this photo was... It's basically like going from like 360p to like 4K. Night and day difference. This is fucking stunning. This is gorgeous. This is my new wallpaper for a minute. Like, you can see people paint pictures like this, but just knowing that this shit is real. Yeah, it's just wild. So... Space is just badass. There were, let's see, there were a total of technically 5 images that came out today, but there's only 4 that most people care about. One of them was the Katrina Nebula. Another one was... It's another nebula or something like that. Technically, it's a dying star. And then there was, let's see, there was the atmospheric composition of an exoplanet. And, let's see, that's 3 things. Oh yeah, there was what's called Stephan's Quintet. It's like this cluster of 5 galaxies floating around. They just improved that one. And what the fuck was it? I have the pictures here on my phone. Oh yeah, the it's like a redo of the Hubble Deep Field, but with the JWST. The Deep Field completely redone. Biden released it yesterday. He just couldn't handle the hype. The man just couldn't handle the hype and he dropped it early. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I probably wouldn't have released it early myself, but I don't blame him. It was really hype. And holy shit. I just noticed that this is my last image. Not of the chapter, but of what I already have pre-set up. So, you're going to get to see my process for how I set up a new frames. I'm going to start this off by just creating new frames. So my process typically goes like this. The color backgrounds that I have Photoshop files already with the texture, a blank layer, and then this background. The texture is at about 30% opacity, and this color isn't really what's going to be in the background. That's just like a placeholder. It's like putting a wash on a painting, and it's like the general vibe, the tone, the mood that I'm going for this area or scene. And it's very not accurate. So right here is where I have the storyboard for. These are all the files right now, the storyboard for this chapter. If I go back to say chapter 3, right, all the Photoshop files for there and the storyboard for that one is bigger. First chapter is dummy long, and its storyboard is much longer. But we're on chapter 4 right now. I have all the way up to chapter 7. We got a long way to go. And let's see. This is what we just finished. Bottom of image number 5, panel number 45. And what I will need to do, start pulling up the others. Oops, sneak preview. I'll cut out. I mean, I might as well cut them all out. Anyway, we're gonna start with the very simple. Oops. Whoa. We are not sharing. We do not share. Open with Photoshop. Come on, open up. There we go. Don't lag on me. So, just unlock the layer. These I drew on paper, obviously, and I just cut them out. It's as simple as that. So this is like the sides of the frame, and this line up top here is probably going to just be the bottom of the previous panel, and this is going to overlap on the sides a bit like that. So since something is going outside of the frame, outside of the panel, I'm going to cut out the entire thing. So Control C, you can't see what I'm doing on my keyboard. Paste. And for now, I'm just going to drop it there. And I feel like let's see, I might as well, I can probably only add 2 of them to this frame. You know, I have a rough idea, you can sort of tell, and some stuff I want to show up in one block. In this case, I think it's going to be just these 2. And then, since that one's going roughly to the top, and it's supposed to come all the way to the edge, that is going to expand there. So the panel itself isn't going to be quite that big, but remember what I said. And this fist overlaps a bit here on this one. So yeah, I think I can just do that. What song is this? I need more new music. I don't know how much I'm feeling this. I need more new music. But yeah, and then that's that. And oops. Both of these are going to drop to maybe like 50% opacity. And then I draw a rectangle, about 5 pixels. I'm thinking I might want to increase the size of that at some point, but for now it's just 5 pixels. Whoa. Whoa there. Hold on. Make black. And... one second. What is going on? What am I doing? Oh. There it is. No fill. Yeah, it is on black. I can't tell. I can't tell. It just looks so thin. What in the... Oh, duh. Yeah, that's because it was underneath. Okay, so... yeah, it definitely needs to be bigger. It needs to be thicker. We'll make it 10. Is that good? It seems too thick. What is going on? We'll put it in the middle. We'll do it at 8. And then you need a thingy too. Now, there's nothing I can really do about the stuff that's overlapping the panel. That's gonna be done in post, like when I go back in and do the edits and add in the like the action lines and all that shit. If I had someone helping me, that's what I would have them do. Just the cleanup. And then once that's done, very important to save as, because I don't want to overwrite over the blank frame file and then just name it frame 24. At least that's how I do things. So bang, boom, bop, bada bop, boom, pow. And all of these can get locked, and then stuff can be added in later. We'll get to it. So, and then is when, where are we going? We open up the blank frame again, and then it's just from there. So while I'm doing this, we can just talk. So I mentioned wanting new music earlier, and it's funny because in the earlier streams I was I had Lo-Fi Girl on in the background. Everyone knows Lo-Fi Girl, and many people now know that Lo-Fi Girl got false copyright striked on some bullish, and it's back up as of earlier today. And it's funny because I was using them, and some of my old streams was like struck and on Lo-Fi Girl, and I was like, why the hell is it doing that? And then a week later this bullshit happens. Maybe I can go back to using it now, I hope. I don't know, because not all of the stuff that Lo-Fi Girl makes, not all lo-fi is best for drawing, especially if you're drawing something that's action-packed, and right here there's a bit of action, so I would want something a little bit more lively, which Lo-Fi Girl just simply does not provide. So I'm gonna have to, I'm really gonna work on some new music. What the fuck is happening? My job has me using Illustrator all the time, so I'm like forgetting how to use Photoshop. Those arrows. I just saw your comment. Rave tunes. Yo, more rave stuff would be great. There's damn, I would love to use Soma FM, like the original music stream radio thing. But I'm more than positive you have to pay for everything you use, because it's all like officially licensed stuff. Like you can get most of it on Amazon Music. And just too much life. There's another site called Epidemic Sound or Endemic. Let me look that up after this. They're another big one that's royalty-free music that a lot of people use. I used it when I was in college. But just like everything else, it costs money now. Back when I was in school, yeah, it's Epidemic Sound. Back when I was in school, it was like using the YouTube audio library. It was just free shit, royalty-free. If you had to pay anything, you pay a one-time fee, and then you never have to do it again. But no, now it's subscription based because every content creator has been using it. This is the website. Where'd it go? This is them, Epidemic Sound. You can do a free trial. They didn't used to be like this. They sold out like everyone else. Personal is $9 a month. It's not a shitload. It's $9 a month if you pay $180 a year, or otherwise it's $15 a month. So if you're not making stuff consistently, it's almost not worth it, unless you're expecting to get a return on it. And they really do have some of the best stuff. Unfortunately, since I'm not paying for it, I can't really play anything on here. I can buy individual tracks, but there's some legit people on here too. And it's a shame. It's sad that I can't do anything with it. But what about Stream Beats? Stream Beats. Oops. Never heard of it. Got it pulled up now. I don't know why they're advertising holiday stuff on the front page. For Twitch streamers and YouTube. I don't see any account thing on here. There's no restrictions of any kind. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna skip this track right now. What the fuck was this track? Okay, yeah, I didn't like some of the stuff later on in that track. We're stopping that now. They just have some stuff on the front page. I'll have to play around with that. Why not? Why not? But alright. Pause with the talk for a minute. Or at least with the interruptions on it. I'm gonna just start trimming these shits out. god. So again, it's running off of Webtoon's weird format, and it's all in little chunks. Trying to space out each panel properly so that when you scroll through it, it's paced the way you want it to. Sometimes you need to add way more space than you otherwise think you do, and it trial and error, but it's kind of a pain in the ass at first. Like you're gonna have to like you end up having to just say fuck it and do it based on what you think. Export everything, like combine everything and export it as one big ass PDF, and then just hope it looks good. And if it doesn't, then you have to go back in and move stuff around, which can end up making you move around shit in like multiple files rather than a couple pixels on one or two. I had to do it on the first chapter or two, and you just got to do it in phases. You just got to do it. No. Where the fuck's my music? What? I didn't say stop. Yeah. I'm gonna loop this shit. This track's one of the better ones. Yeah, I saw my phone. I saw it. Yeah, I see it. Vibe's been assassinated. I mean, it kinda has. It's not a lie. Let's skip. Skip! I feel like we heard this one already. It's alright, it was alright. This is a diagonal one. Let me see how the next page looks. Yep, that's another diagonal, so it's got to be relatively close. That's gonna be a cool panel once I get around to it. This one right here. I said that before, that I haven't seen Tron because I'm a heathen. That's not what we're gonna do. I can only imagine. What is it? In one of the. I saw. That's another one that I saw half of the movie and then never went back because my family never really cared for it. My uncle liked it, but he was never around to really show it to me. Most of my exposure to Tron was in Kingdom Hearts. Tron's cool. Just never been in a rush to go to it. Oh, hold on. Wait, speaking of Tron, hold on. This one is a little bit tricky. It's a long one. Song is Cavemen of the Future by Joel Cummins and Andy Farag. Here, I don't mind pulling up my playlist. There it is. It's gone. Oof. Probably because it's what is it, in the YouTube music library, the audio library? I don't know if Apple lets you upload your own stuff. I should make this one even smaller then. This is that same one that pissed me off before. Hold on. I'm going to pull. Here we go. Because it does that really annoying thing. I'm going to let it play. Here we go. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know where we left off. It's gonna shuffle some of the same stuff again. I just had to make sure everyone saw me delete that, because that was offensive. No thanks. I swear, this is going to be the most inconsistent looking webtoon when it finally comes out. And I say that because, well, since these chapters are being made over such a long period of time, my art style is going to evolve ever so slightly, the quality is going to improve, and over time, It'll look like it's years worth of progress over the course of like a couple chapters, half of which are going to drop day one, so it's going to be kind of odd. Sorry. There's some stuff I'm going to go back and like revise and alter and edit and shit like that, but I'm not going to redo entire chapters unless I deem it really needs it. Some of chapter 1 I'm going to change up. The spacing of some stuff I'm probably going to change up because it's the spacing of some of the panels is going to have to change because of the things I'll be adding. But aside from that, when these are done, they're done. And because I'm not trying to delay this shit anymore. You know what I mean? People need what the people need, and the people need to see. Shoot me. Even if they don't know they need it, it is needed. They need it, and they're going to get it. Not about to spend too much time cutting out all of these panels though. I'll probably stop at this last one here. This song is Escapism by Young Logos. Young Logos. Sounds like an old video game track. Like, I don't want to say like, I would imagine something that's like pixel art. My mind goes to something like Celeste. It had music that was similar to this. I love that game. I love that game, but I don't think I'm ready to ever go back to play it again. Katana Zero. I've heard of that game. I think it's on my wish list. Yeah. You know, it was actually you who told me there's vibes like this in that game. Okay. It was you who told me that video game music is... You can kind of get away with it on stream. I don't know if I'm daring enough to test that yet. Because it'll go from being a copyright strike to a straight cease and desist. But I guess as long as it's not Nintendo. Sega. You said Sega's usually good. Does this one need a thing? Does it even need a thing? No, this one doesn't even need a whole panel. That one doesn't really need a whole thing. What this one needs is a line. Is the line? And why is it not showing up? Oi! Look what the dog chewed up and the cat dragged in. If it isn't Alexandrite. What is happening with my line? You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, word? What were you drawing? Straight. Cephalopod. Would you care to tell the class what a cephalopod is? It's probably a Pokemon. You usually draw a lot of Pokemon. Is it from the new gen? Tell me if I'm like totally off the mark with this. Yeah, link it. Which reminds me, I really need to make sure to get this, the next Pokemon. Because I haven't played a mainline Pokemon game in so fucking long, and I'm actually pretty impressed with the way, Scarlet and Violet look. I wanted to get Arceus, I just didn't. And, yeah, I'm kind of liking the direction that Pokemon's been going. Okay. Yeah, we gotta start from 24. I think it's 24. What's 23 again? Yeah, he yells out. I could have sworn I had a frame in between that. No, maybe not. That's fine. It's another one of those that if I need to fix it, I will fix it. Arceus I know was great. Yeah, I saw see the link for your 6 messages were deleted. Where'd you go? That's weird. Ow. Bro, you have so much on your on your site now. I'm about to, you know what? I'm about to do you mind if I share your website here on stream? Nice little plug for you. Because I think just about all of these are like your original creatures, right? I know that at one point you did like some mashups of stuff. Took a while to do all those panels. I was moving slow, not in a rush though. Now we can get to the interesting stuff. Stream elements did it. Let me figure out how to fix that. My bad about that, Alex. You getting timed out. I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, you posted a link and yeah, you got timed out. That's my fault. I need to fix that. Oh yeah, this track is pretty tough. Bexus, would you mind doing a little bit of research for me on how to get that fixed? On how to enable links in the chat? I forgot where the setting was. Just let me know where it's at and I'll fix it. Yeah, every creature in your thing is 100% original. That's freaking dope. It's looking pretty fun. But yeah, you mind if I show it on screen? Anyone who's in here can see it. See, here we go. Alex's website here. Oh man, whatever happened? Are you ever interested in going back into, what is it, Novacia? The game you and I were me, you, and a few other people were working on. I'm pretty sure I still have the files. Your current goal is 120. That's sick. Oh, I see it. Yeah, road to 120. I've seen you post some of these online before. The color palette is just so interesting. Just went on the back burner. Alright. Yeah, let me know. So I've, something that got shifted to the side, I was working with another group of people on a horror game. I can't say too much, especially not live here, but it had a lot of potential, just life got in the way, you know? And hell, you're basically creating a lot of the enemies. Like, most of these enemies can show up in game. That'd be sick. And it takes a while to load up. These are probably really big files. And you got a demo reel here. Contact anyone who's interested in seeing Alex's stuff. Keep following it right here. Oh man, I totally feel you on that. Alexandrite Studios. It looks like it's just under concept art, probably under extras and stuff like that. Check it out. How frequently do you post these? Oh. So take a look at Plasmitter. You should number them, by the way. Where is it? Like, just, you know, 1 through 120. Oh, for Blitz. Okay, here, let me find it. Oh man. Yo, fuck my eyes. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's not too far off from what I was thinking. Sounds good. Sounds good. Keep going. All right. I dig. Hashtag dig. Speaking of other side projects, though, my other project, I right now Shoot Me is a main project. The others are on the side burner because they require a little bit more work. I was going to draw some of my other characters, just some character art. I wanted to do it today. Ooh, good circle. I wanted to do it today, but I didn't have time to put together any of the extra, what was it, the sketches? Yeah, I didn't have time to put together any of the extra sketches. Blitz into Orson after... Orson. I like the name Blitz, though. But yeah, I was going to upload, draw some of my stuff, other stuff today, but didn't have time to make the sketches, because I usually sketch on paper, and then I'll upload it, and do more of the finished work digitally. So hopefully Thursday I'll have that stuff. Makes sense. You know, I actually haven't watched Hell of a Boss yet. Orson Blitz. That sounds pretty alright. And Blitzcrank, yeah. But I watched Hazbin Hotel, of course. And my sister yells at me all the time about not watching Hell of a Boss. I know it's got more episodes and it's got a whole thing in the works too. Hazbin was fire. I'm pretty excited for it. Oh, you haven't watched Hazbin? Hell of a Boss, I didn't even know what the fuck it was. I still don't know what the fuck it is, because I haven't watched it, and like everything else, you just gotta dedicate time to it, which I'm not doing. One day I'll sit down and do it, because I know they're not that long. Imps from Hell are freelance murderers for hire. So they're just, mercenaries. That's cool. Simple enough concept. Viv really likes the whole hell thing, doesn't she? Dad, Dad. Dad, Dad. Dad, Dad. The context of what I'm making, this is you mean my webtoon? So, let's see if I can explain this better this time than I did before. So, it's called Shoot Me. You know, garbage shoot. And what it's about, based on a story I came up with based on an old friend of mine. You know what, let me just explain the entire thing. It's always easier if I just explain the entire thing, the entire context. So, when I was in college, there was someone I knew named Josh. It was my freshman year of college, and we lived on the 6th floor of our dorm, and at the end of the hall was a garbage chute. And Josh, he was a cool guy, really cool guy. He was a little on the shorter side, and a little bit insecure about his height. And a lot of the other dudes in that hallway were much larger, myself included. And they were kind of jerks. They did a jerkish thing. One day, I came home from class, and they were hanging out in the lounge. And they were all just shooting the shit. Josh was there, the rest of them were there. And out of nowhere, they were like, yo. They were talking about Josh's height. They were like, what would happen if we threw him down this garbage chute? Do you think he could fit down the garbage chute? And it was like a, you know, really, really lowbrow, haha, funny, would Josh fit down there because he's short joke. But then they took a little too far. They picked the man up, carried him down the hallway, and were about to into the garbage chute, but then they didn't. Thank God, they didn't. His head was about to enter the hole and everything. He took it like a champ, he laughed it off, but then he told me later on that what they did was kind of fucked up, and most people would think the same, like, yeah, it was kind of fucked up. And he was like, I don't ever want to talk to them again. And I'm like, damn, man, I didn't know that. I mean, of course that was scary. I'm like, damn, if you really feel that way, you should tell them. He's like, no, I don't want to talk to them. So I said, let me let them know for you. I told them he wasn't happy about it, and they were like, oh shit, bro, yeah, that wasn't cool. So they went, they go to apologize to him, and everything was good from there. But then one of the guys that tried to throw him in, he asked me the question again. What do you think would happen if we actually threw Josh down the garbage chute? Realistically, he'd be fucking dead. But no, that wasn't the topic. The topic wasn't like whether he'd be alive or not. It was like, what weird thing would happen if he fell down there? What if he went down there and, you know, in the garbage there were these creatures? Or like, what if he ended up in this weird world like some Alice in Wonderland thing? What if he ran into a talking zebra named Jeff? And I was like, yeah. So I took that idea, I went back to my room and I mulled it over. And for the next couple years, I kept thinking and thinking and thinking. That's a pretty decent concept. So I took Josh and his likeness, modified a little bit, and I came up with a story about a real person or a character named Josh who was thrown down a garbage chute in the same exact way. Like, he actually got thrown down into it. And he woke up in this other world. And when Josh wakes up, he has no memory. No memory of who he is, what happened prior, what got him there. All he knows is his head hurts, he was really stressed, really frantic, and he just wants to get the fuck home. Because there is just a lot of really crazy things happening. And the first thing he encounters that's worth talking to or that helps him out is an eccentric talking zebra named Jeff. So this whole story revolves around Josh, who wakes up in this world and slowly starts getting his memories back of what happened to him. And he discovers that more or less he is inside of his own subconscious here. He is in this world, has to quite literally fight his inner demons and work his way out and get himself back home and become a better person in the process. Because he learns that he wasn't really the greatest of people himself in the real world. And, but at least he has a friend to help him along. Something that, well, could have done wonders if he had back in his, like, you know, actual life. So, it's supposed to be like this, it's a journey of, like, rediscovery and, battling mental health and dealing with trauma. And this is chapter 4 of the story. Josh, he's going through it from the moment he gets here. And, again, he doesn't really have any memories. All he knows is that shit is happening around him and he wants it to stop. But he will find stuff out. He will learn things. And that is more or less the context of what this is that I'm drawing. It's just a scene. I'm not going to say too much. If you want to know more, you can read the webtoon when it comes out, because that is spoilers if I say more. Provided you're interested, of course. Yeah. I don't know if you had just sent that now or it's just delayed me seeing it, but yeah, thanks. I think it's a fun concept too. I left a few details out because I want to leave some of it up for a surprise. I've got a lot of really cool plans for it. It's I wouldn't say it's original. It's certainly not. It is more or less an Alice in Wonderland-esque concept, except the approach of it is just it's not wacky for the sake of being wacky. Like, it's supposed to be a bit of a comedy as well. There's some dramatic moments, you know, and there's some. Josh goes through it. The character in the story, he goes through it. You know, he suffers a bit, you know, mentally and physically. Pokemon Unite. Honestly, I just wish I didn't have a full-time job. I'd love to just sit here and draw and try and finish this shit. Since I'm a whole ass adult now, it just makes it difficult, you know? At some point, I'm gonna see if I can, at least stream drawing daily. I can mix it with games a couple times a week, but for the sake of productivity, I'm gonna have to start drawing this daily. To see this man's ass. Pause. No. And I need to remember how I drew his lower half. Today's stream is going to end up being a little bit shorter than usual. Long day I had. Went to work, worked out, then ate, washed, and immediately hopped on here. I'm gonna need to just chill. If I do play a game, it's gonna be for myself, not really for stream, because I might be calling it a night early. I'll go until... I'll push it until 11. Then after that... That's a good description. This is what vampires chill in a den and drink holy water too. Slit their wrists, drink each other's blood. Because in my head, I always imagine that when vampires are getting drunk, they're drinking holy water. It's their vodka. Depending on how blessed it is, how strong it is, determines the alcohol content, quote unquote. If stuff is aged really well, instead of it being aged, it'll be like, ooh, this stuff? A Franciscan friar prayed over this. Everybody wants to get that Pope shit. I wanted to try and play with that a little bit. Something I wanted to squeeze into Shoot Me or something. Honestly, it just seems like such a simple, fun idea that I don't know how no one has really done it yet. Maybe someone has and I just don't know about it, but just heard it. Alright, the playlist is cycling through too many times. Need to start making it longer. That and get new stuff. Alright, squad, that's all you're getting out of me today. Looks like people are leaving anyway. Couple. Made sure to at least finish this panel. Wasn't anything too crazy interesting in these shots. Next ones are gonna be a little bit more interesting. Thank you. Oh, shit. I'd love to stay longer, but I'm beat. We'll just pick up next time. If not tomorrow, then Thursday. If not Thursday, then Friday. But I'll probably be back here Thursday. Stop the music. Yeah, no games today, so. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming through. Anyone who came through, anyone who popped in briefly, whatever you did, you're here. And I appreciate it. So, have a good night, fam. Keep being productive. Just because I'm stopping doesn't mean anyone else needs to. Deuces.